Hello traders, today we're going to cover some price action techniques I think are beneficial when looking at either stocks or forex or currencies and even the futures. I'm looking at the E-mini S&P. Now before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade unless you have the funds to do so. Now the blueprint software is what I'm using on the chart. Now the blueprint is available for NinjaTrader as well as TradingView. It creates these shaded areas, and really the idea is to break out once we have the market moving either above or below these shaded areas. So think about price action trading using the candles to dictate what and how you approach the market. So if the market is moving higher or lower, have a reason to enter into the market. Now the signal 5520 is provided by the blueprint software, just like it was the short there at 55.14.75. Now this is a little further away than I'd like to enter into the market. So before jumping in, one of the tips that we have at Day Trade to Win is make sure it's not overbought or oversold. Now there's another alert. We're going to hear these audible alerts. These alerts are for TradingView and for NinjaTrader. So that chime you heard was an audible alert for TradingView. And what it's telling me is that there's a new area here that we're going to pay attention to. So this area, this box, this shaded area is telling me that if the market begins to move away from it, we have an opportunity. But it's not just moving away, because we could have false breakouts. It could also lead to entering and then failing. So what I want to see is a closing price. I want to see a candle that actually closes either above or below the market. Now there are a couple of settings here with the blueprint, and you can use this in conjunction with the other software we have, the Atlas line, the roadmap, which is really popular especially for the funded traders. So think about how many candles we want to see close as proof, because price action is based on proof. How many candles we want to see close either above or below this shaded box. Currently I have it set to just one candle closing above or below this shaded area, just like it did previously, will provide me a signal. That's the first price action rule we have, is wait for a candle to close above or below. And now we have 55.21.75. So now we have a signal. The signal, the audible alert, everything is telling us to go long. I know why I'm going long. I waited for the candle to close, and now we have an opportunity to be a buyer. Now you can buy right here. You can wait until it hits 55.21.75. I'm just going in long because I'm able to get a better price. Tip number 2, always try for a better price. So if you're looking to buy or sell, don't chase the market with bad fills or market orders that give you a worse price. You can use a market order, but try to get a better price. That's not a problem. Or a limit order or a stop with limit. Stop with limit does not offer slippage. It gives me that exact price if you're looking at breakouts. So 55.21.75, I got in at a better price. Next, tip number 3, what's my target? What's my stop? It's very simple. Traders overthink this because I think that everybody's looking for the same target and the same stop on every trade. You can't do that. You have to adjust your targets and adjust your stops based on the current market conditions. The current market condition is about 3 points. If you look at the ATR, this is what we teach in our live classes every day. We have a live class every day for our traders. 3 points should be your goal. Now, if you want to go for 2 points, fantastic. If you want to go for 1 point, I think it's easier to achieve. But based on that ATR, I cannot expect 10 points or 20 points within the next 4 or 5 candles. I can only expect about 2.5 to 3 points based on that ATR. And so if you're going to take a profit or a stop, make sure it's based on the current market conditions so we have a good expectation of what the market can do. Slower conditions, take a smaller stop and target. More volatile conditions, that ATR is going to be much larger, take a larger profit or try for a larger profit, and you have to have and increase your stop at the same time. So the reason why I have my target at 55.23 and the reason why I have my stop there where you see it is because it's based on the ATR. So use that to your advantage when you're looking at currencies, you're looking at futures, the Dow, the Nasdaq, the E-mini, oil. It doesn't matter. It's the same across the board when it comes to price action, and it's also relative. So now let's talk a little bit about how long to stay in this trade. Another tip is how long traders typically stay in a losing position. I entered maybe about 4 candles to the left of me. I can expect a target or a stop within the next 4 to 8 bars. Typically 10 to 15 minutes on a 1-minute chart is more than enough time. There it is. There's the target. Is more than enough time to really understand what's happening. So another tip would be limit the amount of time you're in a trade, because the longer you hold on to a losing trade, the worse off it is. So you enter into a trade, an hour later you're still at a loss. You're holding on to this for way too long. We should see an immediate move in our favor. So think about why you entered. You want to see an immediate move in your favor. Limit the amount of time, which is called a time-based stop, is what we teach. Have a reason to enter. I'm using the blueprint, and you can see how many long signals have. Now there's actually another long signal, 55.22 quarter, that also appeared. I'm not going to take it obviously because I was already in a trade long, but you can see that we want to see multiple opportunities in the same direction. We don't want to see anything conflicting. A lot of traders use the blueprint with the roadmap, the blueprint with the Atlas line, the blueprint with the Trade Scalper. So it's perfectly fine to use multiple methods as long as they're not conflicting and you have everything going in the same direction. If you have any questions, if you want to get a free member account, visit daytradetowin.com, download some free software, get a free member account, join the accelerated mentorship class, which includes all our software, and I'll see everyone at the next video.